Welcome to another episode of Learn Games Together with Chasing Nerd Cred, where we look at a clip from a recent stream and either something that went well that we're proud of or something that went wrong, and we analyze it, and then we ask you guys in the comment section who know more than me to offer what we could have done better. It's fun, man. I typically don't like looking at my gameplay, but this is a fun way to do it. So this clip is going to be a fun one to watch because sometimes in trios it gets really chaotic and people act on impulse, and it's actually one of my favorite things about video games is that when you're put under pressure, you're kind of forced into this situation where you have to make decisions on the fly and you just figure out real quick what you're not good at and what causes you stress. And so a trio match where we get pinched by two different teams and looking at everything that went wrong. So let's go ahead and look at the clip and see what we can glean from that. Go ahead and mute you, bad boy. Open this up. And here we go. So where we are is we're in the stronghold. So if you haven't been playing Hunt Showdown, okay, the strongholds are the most popular place. In my limited experience, I just hit my first prestige. In my limited experience, the strongholds are a really great place to bring whatever players are on the map to the center and force these sort of fun angles and fun combat and all the things that makes Hunt Showdown really great. So we're at a stronghold and we have wiped out a member of the team that's in the stronghold, and we go to try to eliminate the rest of the team. I was behind. I got stuck dealing with an emulator. Ever happened to you? Happens to me pretty much every single day. And the result is just absolute chaos. It ends badly, and a lot of stuff happened here, but we're going to look at what happened. So let's take a look at the clip.
In that tent.
See it?
I killed one of them in there.
So we threw the bees, right? Bruiser throws the bees, which is really great. He's in the tent. We can see the other two players on the team. Okay, he went over here. Hit him once. Ooh. Look at that hit, baby. Not bad for a beginner, right? We can see one's in the tent here. One's in the tent. One's behind whatever this is. I want to say it's an oil tanker, but it's not. It's like a wagon. He's back here by the thing. Go. You killed one. Nice. All right. So I think we've got two of them down. And already you can kind of see a problem here with positioning. I know you can't see it super well, but let me actually see if I can minimize this. You can see right here that my teammates are here. They're here and they're here, and they're pretty far away from me. The spread is pretty bad. So this is really going to leave some openings and ultimately cause problems for us later on. Kill the guy in the tent. The other guy's back here by the oil tanker towards the back. And it's important to note when we're doing an analysis of the gameplay, we're not talking about going into the aim trainer and practicing your shots, or we're talking specifically about just general strategy, positioning, which guns to use. Those are the types of mistakes, right? We don't want to hear, oh, you need to just go work on your aim, especially for me at 40 years old, almost 40 years old. We want to talk about positioning and angles and strategy and putting pressure on people, because even if you have bad aim, if you have the drop and you miss shots, you can reposition and you can be ahead of the enemy, and you can find ways to kind of get them into vulnerable positions so that you'll get another shot. More gunfire behind. So this is where things start to take a turn for the worse for us, because we hear gunfire off here to the right. There's another team shooting at us. And the response here, I think, is we were bloodthirsty and we wanted to get that last guy.
Behind.
This guy's still right here. I can hear him.
We are kind of surrounded.
So we're starting to kind of piece together what's happening here. HG is here. He really wants to get that kill, right? He really wants to get that kill. He's dead set on finishing that guy off. Bruiser is over here, and Bruiser's kind of starting to piece it together, right? Bruiser's kind of starting to say, hey, man, this is getting kind of dicey. And I'm not leaving from cover because the minute I leave the high ground, it's just all open field.
We need to get out of here.
Back up to me, guys.
Right here.
All right.
HG's just locked in, right? There's another team coming in. They're pushing in, but he really wants to finish. And you know, rightfully so, because if he doesn't finish, then they get the reses off and we're in a bad situation. Although with a double team, with two teams fighting at the same time and a third team joins in, a third party comes in, it actually isn't the worst thing that they get the res off because the teams can fight each other.
Oh shit.
I can't cover you guys, so I'm at the...
I gotta heal.
Oh, I know.
Bruiser is making a decision here, right? Bruiser's decision. Bruiser's got to make a choice, right? And Bruiser's choice psychologically is, I got to stay here and help HG, or I got to back up, right? Bruiser's closer to HG and combat's actively going on, so he makes a choice here to just help. He stay with HG and help him out.
No, but
back it up, back up, back. This is the turning point. Up to this point, we could have recovered. We could have disengaged, rotated, recovered. Once again, I'm not going to give up high ground to kind of go down and be in an unknown place with two different teams coming in. Bruiser gets taken out. Now we're in a really bad situation. Although there's a mistake coming here, which is that HG actually has Necro. And he's close enough that he can probably res Bruiser from a distance. Oh, man, boys.
there's people all around us. We're
all right.
surrounded. That's why I said we should get out of here. It's all right.
Because I think they res. Missed a shot. Hit him once. Hit him again. You know, a positive note in this analysis, couple good shots for an old guy with not much experience. Not headshots, but we're not completely whiffing here. And he's close to you, HG.
I know. I gotta stop the burning. I'm burning right now.
I hit him twice. Come out of the back of the tent and rotate around to Bruiser and see if you can get Bruiser. I'll cover you. Come out of the behind you.
Got one.
HG.
All right, good job. Rotate to Bruiser now and So HG actually gets a kill here. He kind of got what he's set out to do. So let's see what happens because I actually don't remember. And then you guys can back up to me.
Somebody try to get me.
I'm coming.
Run over to him.
Because they're coming.
I'm covering you. Yeah, I see him.
Yeah. Oh, behind you. Don't, no. Run, HG. Run.
Yeah, I knew it. I was like, why am I running out there? I should not have been running out there.
Yeah.
At this point, HG just gets killed. I mean, here's the thing, right? And this is where I find analysis like this very interesting. How long can HG just sit there, right? And just sit there. HG is a master. He's top 1.1% at Fortnite. How long should he in this situation, if your aim is average, sit there, camp it, and wait for the fighting to blow over? Because at this point, they've chosen not to retreat. They chose not to disengage and get to a better position. And so now he ran out in the open, took a high-risk move, forgetting that he didn't have Necro, that he could have just rezzed from a distance without running out into the open. And now it's pretty much a bloodbath from here. God. This is a stupid move on my part, right? This is a stupid move on my part because I saw the guy running in. So I saw him kind of running into the stronghold. I could have easily put my fire jug, fireball, I don't know, glass thing that shatters in flames, and thrown it on the stairs to prevent people from coming up. But sometimes when you're a little bit desperate, once again with the throwables, you just throw them to do something as opposed to thinking strategically about what to do. See, like right here, could have thrown fire right into this area here. Throwing fire into here would have, because this is like, fire is super annoying in this game. Fire is very annoying in this game. And really what it can be used as, which I think is one of the best parts about the game design, is fire can be used to block off entrances, create different pathways and angles where people have to kind of go around. So I definitely should have thrown the fire here. What caused me to come down here into the lobby was I saw that this was at 84%, and my goal was to grab it, was to grab the bounty, use the dark sight to see where the enemies were and try to fight my way back into it. But I should have waited a little bit longer, 84%. As you can see, once, like at this point right here in the match, this is where people start going, what can I do better? But really, when you're at this stage, right, when you're at half health, the game's, it's already over. Like it's over at this point. It's not over for really good high skilled players, right? If you're high skilled and you got the angles and you've memorized the maps and you know what's going on, you know what to do. But for an average player, I'm not talking, once again, I'm talking average. This is where the game usually ends because you're done now. The decisions have been made and you're pretty much going to get killed. And that's exactly what happens here, right? So I find this new style of video fun to make. There's an analysis of a third party where we kind of made a whole bunch of decisions that weren't great. And we had a reaction that looks something like this guy's reaction. Dead AF. This is a guy who's been playing Hunt for 6 hours. And he's cooked with his Magic the Gathering t-shirt. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Laugh, learn, teach people it's okay to suck at video games and how to get better at them. We'll do more clips. I plan on doing a lot of these because I think they're fun, they're easy to make, and I already have the content available. And plus, I'm going to get better at video games. So thanks for watching another episode of Learn Games Together with Nerd Cred.